Shalom, and welcome to another installment of Apostles of GMS, giving all praise to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Today's topic is going to be entitled Analyzing High Priest Yeshaya. Now, Yeshaya, the former high priest, that was his title back at the, and he still has that same title from the old One West School back in the 80s and 90s. He was on Sardnetta, Don King's so-called YouTube channel about a week ago, and he did a two-part, I guess you can call it a sit-down, and he was going into a lot of different things, and basically we're gonna go into that. I'm gonna listen to it, and then we're gonna speak on it because he spoke about the Chinese and the Japanese being a mixture of, I think he said Judah, Dan, Gad, and he mentioned another tribe, and they were part of the Hyksos. He says, how does he say it? Hyksos. He says Hyksos. It's actually pronounced the Hyksos, and he had said that the Hyksos were of the children of Israel, and then he made a statement that that you other Israelite camps, y'all, basically he said y'all ain't up on it, or y'all should get up on it. Well, I'm gonna show you a video that I did almost 5 years ago on the Hyksos. All right, if I got it on my thing there, I'm gonna let you see it. And he also spoke about Bruce Lee being an Israelite, which we've been saying that for years. We've been saying that you have Israelites that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. You got people from Russia. You got these Russian boxers, man. They coming over here. They beating the shit out of Jake left and right, man. I was watching boxing last night, and these Russians are taking all the championships, man. The current heavyweight champion that has most of the belts is from Russia. So these Russians that you see are boxers, they could be Jake too. There was this one Russian guy fought this Hamite, and this Hamite was supposed to be real good. And his Hamite's claim to fame was he never got knocked out or knocked down, and the Russian dude knocked him on his ass, then knocked him out. So that only says so much about Ham. When I say Ham, I'm talking about the comedic people, man. And you Negroes in the black unconscious community, that's what I said, black unconscious community, because you're unconscious. You're not conscious. That thing that you in is gonna go down fast and hard when the Mosai destroy that, man. The Mosai is not with that bullshit. And all you other Hebrew Israelite groups that are down with buddy with them guys, you ain't supposed to be buddy with the enemy. Them niggas are the enemy, man. They're the enemy. Give me 2 Corinthians, 6 and 13, and read that and break it down. And like I said, we're gonna get into the main topic of Yeshaya, but we also gonna get into this dude that used to be down with GMS, that fell off GMS, and he's back teaching that he's Israel. He took time out, like 3 years, to be a drug dealer and a gangbanger. He goes by the name of Sakari. And we're gonna get on him too, okay? Because he's like Ricard said, you're not in the circle of GMS. You're not. You were not in this. You were never in the circle of GMS, man. You were one of the ones that crept in unawares. And based on what I'm going to bring out, you are of the 2/3, and you are going to be destroyed. And now you had beef with the brothers of the Seattle camp. Now, whether they were wicked or not, the Most High going to reveal it any damn way. But now you got beef with all the camps, man. And then you huddle up with them demons, saw a nigga in them, and to show you that you have love for the world, they're of the world, man. When this guy, Natural Tahuti, got locked up, you were talking, and I saw it on the comment. You said, don't worry, we're going to get some money together, and not in so many words, to help him. I said, man, I wouldn't, if he fell off a goddamn ship and he was drowning and I had a life preserver or one of them lifesavers, I'd kick that shit to the side, man. I wouldn't give him a lollipop.
That's right.
That nigga is an enemy teaching that the black woman is God, man. Yeah. And the black woman is the second biggest enemy next to the so-called white man, the devil. Yeah. So what does that make her, the devil? How you going? Basically, he's saying the devil is God. We supposed to worship Satan.
Yeah, you know. This is 2 Corinthians 6:13. Now for a recompense in the same I speak as unto my children. Be ye also enlarged. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion hath light with darkness? So by you being amongst, in the midst of them, well, how do you know the Most High, when in them times that you were among them, the Most High didn't bring judgment on them dudes while you were there? You know? So the scriptures say, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. You know? It says, for what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness? That's the house of darkness. You know, that black darkness, black unconsciousness. There's no light. There's not a speck of light amongst any of them guys. That's all down with the house of consciousness. They all have something that's against the scriptures. You know, they either whether they're Egyptologists, Moors, Islam, you know, whatever philosophy or whatever madness they're into, they're far from light. So it says you're not supposed to have any communion with what communion hath light with darkness. Excuse me. And what concord hath Yahweh Shai with Belial? You know, because Belial is the devil. And that's what them guys are. Sarnetta, Polite, and all them guys are the devil, man. You know, and you're the devil too. I guess that's why you hanging out with them guys. You know? And you know, you talking about you kept your mouth shut for a while and this and that and the other. You really didn't keep your mouth shut, because if you would have kept your mouth shut, you would have never said nothing. You would have just said the hell with it. You know, let the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai redeem me. You know? Another statement you made was that the Most High doesn't hate the 2/3. Where the hell did you get that from? Well, first of all, the scriptures tell you, before I read on, the scriptures tell you in the book of Hebrews, the 12th chapter, whom the Lord loveth, he rebuketh, or he chasteneth every son that comes to him. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. And I'm going to go right back to the other scripture. You know, this is Hebrews chapter 12. I believe it's around verse 6 or 7 around there. Right. It says, I started 5. And you have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. That's the reason why the 2/3 are going to be destroyed, because they're not being chastised. They're allowed to just run freely what they're doing. There's nothing really, not too many calamities are happening to them, even though they are going to be coming down the pike, but they're not really getting punished like the righteous are getting punished.
That's why them guys in the black unconscious community are still teaching what they're teaching, because the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, not Amin Ra or Allah or anybody else, put that fire to their ass. See, niggas change up when fire gets put to their ass. And this may be the year, I pray, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, this is the year that the Most High start really putting fire to you niggas, man. Because you going to do the thing and tell the most and tell, well, James Brown sung a song called Papa Don't Take No Mess. So when he start killing you niggas, you're going to realize maybe we're not in the right thing. But because you able to walk around and do what the hell you got to do, even Yeshaya said, the more that these guys get on me, the more blessed I am. You know? Well, this is your consolation, Yeshaya, because you ain't going to get nothing on the other side. Well, you're going to get something. You're going to be a citizen in Israel. You're going to be rich and all that, but you're not going to be famous. You're going to be infamous, man. And you're going to have your head down in the kingdom. Because Yeshaya, you left the truth, man. Talking about, I never stopped teaching. Right, you never stopped teaching. You never stopped teaching goddamn lies. So you're right on that. You never stopped teaching.
Yeah. He was always known for tall tales.
Hey, that's my the tall tale man.
Yeah. He's the Paul Bunyan of Israel. Yeah, he did think he was Paul.
Are you still Paul Yeshaya, or are you Peter now? Because you've been Paul for years. We was in the class when you said, look, nigga.
Yep.
I don't give a damn what y'all say. The Most High drop a bomb on you. Look, I'm Paul, and that's all. Yep. Are you still Paul? Are you still the Apostle Paul?
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8.